Hey guys, welcome back to Baddie and a Book, and today we have a book haul. So we're gonna jump right in to this big ass book haul. When I say that these books or hauling these books is long overdue, it is long overdue. These books have been sitting on my shelf for almost a year and I still haven't hauled them. So, needless to say, let's do the haul. Now, this first book that I picked up, this is a very, very popular fantasy author, black fantasy author, might I add. This is a complete bind up of a complete trilogy. This is called The Inheritance Trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. If you're a fantasy girly, you probably already know. So I got this for like $8 on eBay. Not even gonna lie, it was like $30 in store and I got it for $8. So, and it's in pristine condition, and I don't know what it was about this that drew me to this, but I was drawn to it. I had to pick it up. Then this next book actually came from my job. We have like a little library situation going on in our office, and everyone kind of puts books in, takes books out. So I went through my shelves and I kind of gathered a bunch of books that I didn't really, haven't really gotten to yet that I wanted to contribute, and I ended up picking up a few. Some of the books in this haul are from that little library situation, but this one is called The Heart of a Woman by Maya Angelou. The next book, I actually got this one off of Mercari, and I have been getting a lot of special editions off of Mercari and Pinga Books. I think this one might be a romance, but this is a Roses and Thorns exclusive edition, and it's called Fading by E.K. Blair. The pink cover is what got to me. It was also really cheap. I want to say it was like $10 or something. If I can find the listing for it, I will put it up here. But it's called Fading by E.K. Blair. The edition is absolutely beautiful. On the back it says, "He took all my light and I've been fading ever since." And it's just a beautiful hardcover edition. It's got some ballerina shoes on the back. Like I said, I don't know what this book is about. I just got it because the cover was beautiful. It's a special edition and the price was really, really good for it being a special edition. And then the end papers have these little hearts, along with the edges have these little hearts as well. So I thought that was so cute. The next couple of books are also from my free little library situation at my job. So this one is Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty. This is like one of the few books that I don't already own by her. And the same thing with this one. This is Heartbones by Colleen Hoover. I've heard great things about this book, and it's one of the few that I don't own. Then the next two I actually picked up from my Goodwill. One of these I got for $1, and then the other one I got for $2. So the first one is Teach Me by Olivia Dade. This looks like it was indie published, because I know she has books that are published through publishers now, or publishing companies now, but this one doesn't have a publishing company listed on it. So I believe that this is the original indie cover, and I got it for $1. And then this one is called Monopolove, Another Romance by Mia Henselman. And I just thought that this one was cute. The cover was what drew me into this one. Another book that I got from the Goodwill. This is one that is a classic, I believe, or it's more so, it is a book that I heard about when I was younger, like when I was in school. And this one is called A Child Called It by Dave Peltzer. I loved this edition of this book, so I had to pick it up. I know that there's the alternative edition, which is the one with the boy on the cover. I like this one better in comparison to that one. I've heard that this is a very sad story, so we shall see. But yeah, I picked that one up for my thrift. The next two books are self-development books. I got both of these secondhand. I believe I got one on eBay and the other one on like Thrift Books, something along those lines. But I wanted to add these to my fiction section, and one of these actually is going like crazy on TikTok right now. This one is the one that's going crazy on TikTok right now. This one is called Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph Nguyen. I bought this one before it started making moves and moving around on TikTok, but now that it is, I guess it's a good thing I got it secondhand, because the price is probably more expensive now. And then another one that's really popular in the nonfiction genre is Attached. This book is something that I've seen everywhere. I've seen this book recommended so many times in so many different aspects and so many different, what am I trying to say? This book has been recommended in so many different, under so many different topics. So I know that this is a love book. It's a book that's related to love and the attachment style that you have in love. But I have seen this in various videos, self-development wise, that have been recommended. So I'm really excited to add this one to my shelf and eventually get to that one this year. The next 3 books were also from my free little library at my job. And I was actually really excited because some of my coworkers, like I said, some of them are readers. So they raved about this particular book. And this one is called The Book of Names, The Book of Lost Names by Kristen Harmel. I've heard amazing things about it. I don't know what it's about, and I'm glad I don't know what it's about so that I can go into it blindly. But when I tell you my coworker was raving about this book, she was raving about this book. So it's definitely added to my TBR. And then the next 2 I've heard various things about through Booktok and Booktube. So that because I saw it in my free little library at work, I just had to pick them up, and they're in relatively decent condition. So this one is called The Woman in the Window. I think everybody has read this one except for me by now. And then another one is a Lisa Jewell book. This is one that I don't own, and this one is called The Night She Disappeared. So I thought I would go ahead and add that one to my book collection as well. Now, the next set of books, one of these is actually a recent purchase, but I have actually had these books, the first 3 books, it's a series, and it's 4 books in the series, and the final book just came out, I want to say a couple weeks ago, but the first 3 books I've had on my shelf for so long, so I figured I would just add the new book to this haul since I knew I was going to be filming it. This one is The Persh Family Legacy by Cassie Alford on TikTok Shop is where I found these books. The first 3 I ended up purchasing on Amazon just because at the time they were a little bit cheaper, and then the 4th book I actually purchased directly off of TikTok Shop. I purchased all 4 books at some point, like I said. The 4th one recently as of the release date, and then also the first 3 last year. The other thing too that I love about my indie authors is that they really be looking out for us. So like I said, the first 3 books I purchased off of Amazon, and they don't come signed. It's another thing. A lot of the books from TikTok Shop come signed. Period. So I DM'd the author and I asked, I was like, hey, I have the first 3 books already. Do you mind sending me, or can you possibly send me some like signature plates with your signature on it so I can add them? And sure enough, she did. Definitely highly recommend. Again, dark romance, morally gray, and very toxic from what I've heard. And so if that's something that's in your realm, I definitely highly recommend. But I'm so happy to have these. I'll probably be doing a reading vlog for these at some point. Another TikTok Shop order, or an author that I actually found on the TikTok Shop. This is A Little Complicated and a Little Tempting by Kelsey Ray. This is a hockey romance series. These are the first 2 books, and I believe there's going to be more in this series if I'm not mistaken. So I'm really happy and excited for those. Then we have Luca by Gray Huffington. Y'all, Shaughnessy read this book and I had to get it. I had to get it. I've seen it floating around and I've seen people raving about this book for a while now, but something about the way that Shaughnessy, because she filmed and vlogged her reading this, and so something about her reactions, I was like, I have to have it. So I finally got my hands on it and I'm so excited to pick this one up. The next books it was another TikTok Shop exposure for me. Like I found the author on TikTok Shop. The author has these books. There's a special edition version of these books on her TikTok Shop. They're like $75 and the covers are so beautiful, but I was like, wait a minute, let me be smart. Let me get just the regular paperback versions of the books first, and then if I like them, then I'll get the special editions. So these books, I actually purchased these all off of Pengo Books, and I'm so fucking excited. So I believe this is called the Remember Me series. I don't know a whole lot about what these are about because I do plan on reading these soon, because I would like to maybe pick them up, I would like to maybe pick up the special edition maybe around my birthday, something along those lines. So I would like to read them before then so I can determine if I love these enough to buy the special edition versions of these. It comes with 3 books. So it's Remember Me, It's Always Us, and Losing You. I paid a fraction of the cost for these versus the special edition, so I'm really happy about those. The next books I actually won in a giveaway, which I was so excited about because I never win giveaways. Like never ever do I win giveaways. But the first book is In the Wicked We Trust by Precious Gibson. I know that the book takes place in Atlanta, and so it's about 3 girls from Atlanta. They're college girls, and they're all just battling very different things, and it kind of intertwines with their friendships. So I'm really excited to pick this one up. And then the next books, I actually have all of these so I actually have all of these authors' books, all of this author's book, which what the heck? Why am I having trouble saying that? Okay. So the next books I also won in a giveaway, and I'm so fucking excited for these because these have been on my TBR for a very long time, and so winning them in the giveaway was perfect. So the one that I did not win in the giveaway and that I paid out of pocket for was her newer book, which is called The Beginning of Our Ending by Sydney Renee. This one is a second chance romance, a second chance Black romance, so I'm really excited for this one. These are the 3 books that I won in a giveaway, and they're all romances, various tropes and things of that nature. So it is the Let's Be Friends series. So this is Let's Be Friends Again, Let's Be Friends Always, and Let's Be Friends. And so I'm really excited for these, and I love these covers. The next 2 books I actually got from I believe Mercari. So I have The Broken Bride and Dirty Little Secret. Broken Bride is by Stella Gray, and then The Dirty Little Secret is by L.K. Farlow. I have no idea what these books are about, but the covers are so damn stunning. Like, it's got the gold foiling. I don't remember exactly what book box or special edition versions these are, but I think I paid like $10 for each of these, not even that. So happy about those. Y'all, check Mercari. Use Mercari if you can. The next 2 books I got from a local Goodwill. So this one is called The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton. I only have 1 book by her, so I thought I would pick up another one, and this one was in really good condition. And then this next book, this one is called One Day My Soul Just Opened Up by Yall. Okay, so this book, I'm actually really excited about this one because this one is a fill-in book where they have prompts and stuff for you to fill in. But whoever donated this to the Goodwill had already had written in it and answered questions, done annotating, all of that. And I thought this would be, I started to read some of her responses. Whoever this was that completed this book, I started to read some of her responses and was really resonating with her responses. So normally I don't pick up books that are this heavily annotated and written in, and like it literally looks like she done used this book for what it was needed to be used for. Like there is highlighting and like underlining and all of that. So I thought, how cool would it be not only to read the book, but to read someone else's experiences, and then in the parts where like there's leftover space, also put my answers to the questions or my thought process and things of that nature. Maybe use a highlighter and like notate on my thoughts throughout the book as well. It gives a book club feeling and a relatability that I wouldn't have gotten if I bought this book brand new. The next books that I actually got from the Target. It was like a buy 2 get 1 free sale around that time. So I got Take My Hand by Dolan Perkins Valdez. This has been circulating over the internet for forever now. I think I'm like the last person to read this one. And for the same thing for this next one, The House of Eve by Sadiqa Johnson. Another book that's been circulating all over Booktok and all over BookTube for forever now. And I think I'm the last person to read it. And then because it was buy 2 get 1 free, I also picked up One Summer in Savannah by Tara Shelton Harris. The next 2 books I picked up from Goodwill, and I actually got them for a really fucking good deal. So one of these, I'm going to start with the one that's not out of my comfort zone, because one of these is completely out of my comfort zone. So this one is The Last Nurse by Danny King. This book, I got this book for like $1. I was so happy. It was, as you can see, the sticker is still on it, so it was Gray Week, the color Gray Week. This is pretty much a book. It's a novel, so it is a fictional book, but it is inspired by Danny King's own experiences with being a last nurse. From what I understand, last nurses are nurses where their patients are in the last phases of their life. And so this book is inspired by those events, and I thought that would be very touching and a very moving experience to read a book about something like that, because it's not something that we think about on a day-to-day basis, and also it's not something that I've seen in very many books. So I thought that would be very interesting. And then this book, I also got this book for like $1 because they just scanned this one. This one didn't have a sticker on it, so I was like, if it's $1 then I'll take it, you know. But this one is by Meg Ripley. This is a shifter romance, I believe. It's a romance, and it's man to bear romance, man to bear shifter romance. And so when I saw that, and I also saw that this book is like $20 on Amazon, I was like, $1? Is $1 gonna hurt me if I don't like it, you know? So, and again, I don't have any shifter romances on my shelf. I have thousands of books and not a single shifter romance. So I was like, this one might have to might have to come home with me. And sure enough, it did. We're down to our last stack, y'all. We're down to our last stack. Okay. Another Penguin Books order that I picked up. This one is, I've been watching Willow Winter's like page for so long, her Instagram, and her Instagram and her TikTok, she posts like her boxing videos where she's putting together her mystery boxes, and I eat it up every time. I don't know what is so satisfying about watching those videos, but I eat it up every time. And this one was one that was featured in one of her boxes, but it was the original cover, the one with like the guy on it. This one is called Tell Me You Want Me, and this one is the discreet version, so it has the couple's name on the front, and it's a spicy romance. It's a light color, so it's not going to be super dark, but it's going to be spicy. So I was like, period, I could add this to my shelf along with my other Willow Winter's books. Another special edition from Mercari. I don't know what this one is about, but the price was amazing on it, and it's a beautiful ass book. This one is called Heartbreak Warfare by Jessica Marin, and it comes with, or it came with, this little bookmark that I assume was included in the book when they purchased it. And then I think this one is also the same book box or the same special edition as the ones that I showed earlier. But my thing is the reason why that these books for like the special editions are auto buys for me is because I know if they're popular enough to go in these book boxes, they're likely really good. They have to be good in some capacity. So I never really look at the synopsis of the book when I'm picking up these ones, especially when it's like really good in price and on Mercari secondhand. So I went ahead and picked this one up, and look at how beautiful this book is. I love that. I love that for me. I love that for me, and I love that for my bookshelf. And then the last couple of books here, I got two more books from, I got these ones from Savers, which is a thrift store out here. Both of these two books are by Mario Escobar, and these are in pristine condition. So this one is called The Librarian of St. Malo, and then this one is called Remember Me. And this author is not extremely popular, but all of the reviews on Amazon were amazing about this book. So I had to pick it up. And then the last couple of books I picked up are The Body Keeps Score. This book has been recommended. Any self-development video that you see, more than likely this book is recommended in some capacity. I picked up This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. This is included in a vlog, so definitely check that out. And then The Air He Breathes by Brittany Cherry. I started reading this one in Barnes & Noble, and I had to pick it up. This is like the reprinted version, or the publisher printed version of the book. I love the cover. Loved it so far, and the artwork on the inside, chef's kiss. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, those are all of the books that I picked up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.